Imagine this. You live in a world where everyone thinks the sun revolves around the earth. Crazy, right? Well, that's how it was for a long time. People believed what they saw with their own eyes. But then came Galileo Galilei, a rebel with a telescope who dared to challenge everything. Galileo looked up at the stars and saw a different truth. He saw that the earth and all of us on it are not the center of everything. We are on a planet, spinning through space, orbiting the sun. Galileo's discoveries changed our understanding of the universe forever. Galileo Galilei was born in Pisa, Italy, in 1564. Even as a young boy, Galileo was curious about everything. He loved to build things, taking them apart and putting them back together again. He was fascinated by the world around him and always wanted to know how things worked. He asked questions, lots of questions. Why is the sky blue? What are stars made of? His curiosity would lead him on an extraordinary journey of discovery. His father was a musician and he wanted Galileo to be a doctor. So Galileo was sent off to study medicine. However, his heart wasn't in it. But Galileo had other plans. He was more interested in the mysteries of the universe and the laws of nature. This passion would eventually lead him to make groundbreaking discoveries that changed the world forever. Medicine wasn't for Galileo. He found it boring. His heart was set on something else, mathematics. Math was like a secret code that unlocked the mysteries of the universe. Galileo's father wasn't thrilled, but Galileo was determined. He left medical school and dove headfirst into the world of numbers, shapes, and angles. This was the beginning of his journey to becoming one of the greatest astronomers of all time. Through Galileo's telescope. In 1609, Galileo heard about a new invention from the Netherlands, the telescope. This device, which could magnify distant objects, was a groundbreaking tool that promised to change the way humanity viewed the world and the heavens. He was immediately intrigued. He didn't even have to see one to know its potential. The idea of peering into the vast unknown was too compelling to ignore. Galileo built his own telescope, improving upon the design. He pointed it skyward and made incredible discoveries. His improvements allowed him to see further and clearer than ever before. He saw mountains and craters on the moon, proving it wasn't a perfect sphere as everyone believed. This was a monumental revelation that challenged the prevailing notions of celestial perfection. He discovered 4 moons orbiting Jupiter, showing that not everything revolved around the Earth. This observation provided concrete evidence against the geocentric model of the universe. These discoveries were revolutionary. They challenged the long-held beliefs of the Church, which taught that the Earth was the center of the universe. The implications of his findings were profound and far-reaching. Galileo, with his telescope and his courage, became a threat to the established order. His relentless pursuit of truth and his willingness to challenge authority made him a pivotal figure in the history of science. The Earth moves, or does it? Galileo's discoveries caused quite a stir. Some people were amazed by his findings, marveling at the new understanding of the cosmos he presented. Others, especially the Church, were not pleased. They accused him of heresy, of going against the teachings of the Bible, which stated that the Earth was the center of the universe. Galileo was put on trial by the Inquisition, a powerful court within the Catholic Church. The trial was intense and filled with tension as Galileo stood firm in his beliefs. Under threat of torture, he was forced to recant, to say that his discoveries were wrong. The pressure was immense, and the fear of torture loomed large. Legend has it that after recanting, Galileo muttered under his breath, "And yet it moves." This phrase has echoed through history as a testament to his unyielding belief in his discoveries. Even though he was silenced, Galileo knew the truth. The Earth did move, and no amount of pressure could change that. His work laid the foundation for modern astronomy, forever altering our understanding of the universe. The legacy of a rebel. Galileo. Galilei died in 1642, but his legacy lived on. His discoveries, his courage to challenge the status quo, and his unwavering belief in the power of observation and reason paved the way for modern science. He showed us that the universe is a vast and fascinating place, full of wonders waiting to be discovered. Dare to see the universe. Galileo's story is a reminder to us all, especially young minds, to never stop questioning, never stop exploring, and never be afraid to see the world differently. The universe is out there, waiting for your curious minds to unlock its secrets. So look up at the stars, ask questions, and who knows? Maybe you'll be the next Galileo, changing the way we see the universe. In this chapter, we will review some vocabularies. Words like telescope, astronomy, Galileo, Universe, rebel, and discovery will be explained in simple terms. First, telescope. A telescope is a tool that makes faraway objects look closer and clearer. Galileo used a telescope to see the stars and planets in the sky. Next, astronomy. Astronomy is the study of everything in space, like stars, planets, and galaxies. It's a science that helps us understand the universe. Then, Galileo. Galileo was a famous scientist who used his telescope to make important discoveries about our solar system. He showed that the Earth moves around the sun. Now, universe. The universe is everything that exists, all the stars, planets, and galaxies. It's where we live and what we study in astronomy. Rebel is someone who challenges the usual ways of thinking. Galileo was a rebel because he questioned old ideas and showed new ways of understanding the world. Lastly, discovery. A discovery is finding something new or learning something we didn't know before. Galileo made many discoveries that changed how we see the universe. Remember these words, and you'll be ready to explore the wonders of the universe just like Galileo. People often call Galileo the father of modern science, a title that reflects his immense impact. Even Stephen Hawking, one of the greatest minds of our time, admired Galileo's contributions to science. See you next time. Love you all.